You are dangerously confusing your enemies. Yes, sir. Let me say it louder. For my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family, you are dangerously confusing your enemies. I need somebody to drop in the comments and say, you will never catch me. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say, you will never catch me. Now, listen, y'all. Confusion is good when it's used for good. And confusion is bad, obviously, when it's used for bad. I know what y'all thinking. But, Reno, it says in the Bible that the devil is the author of confusion. You are correct. But it also speaks in the Bible about how God will use confusion, okay, to discombobulate your enemies. And so what I'm saying, y'all, is this right here. When you are dangerously confusing your enemies, it is placing you in position to be safe. It's placing you in position to not be touched. And it is placing you in position away from those who are trying to harm you, right? Do anybody remember this, y'all? And for my true Christ-like people, I know y'all know. But in the Bible, it speaks about the Tower of Babel, right? Please correct me in the comments if I am wrong. But it was a tower that the people was trying to build because they was trying to get to heaven, right? They was trying to get to heaven. And so what he did was he said, you know what? I warned y'all multiple times because warning comes before destruction. So since y'all are not listening to the warning, let me just confuse y'all with different languages. And that's why we have multiple languages. Y'all follow what I'm saying? That was confusion. So confusion is only bad when it's used for bad. But boy, will I tell you, confusion is good when it is used for good. Imagine if the robber came into your house trying to rob you out your groceries, trying to rob you out your money, trying to rob you out of your prized possessions. If you was to confuse him, wouldn't that be a blessing? What I'm trying to get y'all to realize is you are dangerously confusing your enemies. And that's something that they got to live with. You follow what I'm saying, y'all? They won't catch you. But with that being said, family, we're going to go ahead and get directly into this video. I'm sending nothing but love, peace, and prosperity to y'all. Make sure y'all go over to the other channel, Reno Speaks Riches. Okay, I'm dropping a whole bunch of gems over there as well. So y'all make sure y'all go over there, check it out. But family, we're going to go ahead and get directly into this banger. First thing is first, leave a thumbs up on this video as well as subscribe to the channel. Yes, sir. Not only that, y'all, but y'all be sure to ring my bell so you can be notified after every single video I post. Let's get right into it, y'all. Number one, this is why you are dangerously confusing your enemies. You cause them to crash out. Yes, sir. Let me say it louder. For my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family, you cause them to crash out. Listen, y'all. The hands can't touch what the eyes can't see. Muhammad Ali already told us this back in the 60s, all right? The hands cannot touch whatever the eyes can't see. Therefore, if you just swinging and swinging, you're liable to hit anything. You can hit a brick wall, bust your hands up. You can hit a person in their face, bust them up. You still crashed out. You can crash out and hit a refrigerator. Whatever the case is, you can't see. All right. And that's the same thing with your enemies. They trying to touch you, but they can't see. They're trying to get a hold of you, but you move every time. And they're trying to block your paths, but every time they are unsuccessful. You follow what I'm saying? Listen, y'all, what you think gonna happen when you can't see on the interstate, right? Have anybody been driving on the interstate and it's been pouring down, raining? You got the windshield wipers on, but it still seems like you can't see. Like you got to squint your eyes, put on glasses, drop some contacts in just to still get home safely. You follow what I'm saying? We all done been there, right? But when you can't see on the interstate for real, that can cause a crash. Yeah. That can cause a crash. And I'm talking about a big one, a huge one, where the semi-truck is all on the grass and, you know, the car is flipped around. That's what happens when you can't see. Reno, why you mention this? Your enemies can't see. What can they not see? They can't see your next move. Yeah. They can't see who you're dealing with, your relationships. They can't see where your blessings are coming from. They can't see where to mess up the money. They can't see. And so what happens is, y'all, you cause them to crash out on the wrong things, the wrong people, the wrong environments. They're crashing out because they want to get a hold of you, but they can't. You follow what I'm saying? Somebody drop in the comments and say that's your fault. Number two, it's going to be this right here, y'all. Very important. They make heinous assumptions about you. Yeah, they make heinous assumptions about you. Family, when a person do not have a story, when they don't have a narrative, best believe they gonna make one. All right? This is the person who is extremely blessed. Okay? Let me say this once again. This is the person who is extremely blessed, all right? And so what happens is, meanwhile this person is blessed, there's a lot of other people who's not as blessed as they feel this person is, okay? And so what happens is, I have to mentally and emotionally piece together, right, why you have what you have and why I don't have what I got, right? Especially when they've tried to get it, especially when they've, did the same steps or taken the same steps that you've taken to get to where you are. It was unsuccessful. Basically not falling inside their calling and their assignment, okay? Looking at your plate, but theirs getting cold. That's what that is, right? However, y'all, they start making heinous assumptions about the blessed person. He sold his soul. Yeah, you know what he had to do to get that. You know what she had to do. Yeah, she had to sell. Yeah, we're going to be real, y'all, about it, okay? He had to do his homeboy in, or he had to get this person unalived, all right? People just start making up all type of things about you, when in actuality, you a good person. You a genuine individual. You will give the shirt off your back, but they're making these heinous assumptions because they don't know who you are. This happens a lot on the job, too. When you walk into the job, and people see that, or let me just say it like this, y'all. People think that you're perfect Patrick or perfect Patty. They gonna start making up these assumptions. Like, I know he hiding something. Yeah, he probably beat on his kids. He probably can't save money. He probably broke. She do this, she do that. They're gonna start making up these heinous assumptions about you because they don't have nothing to go off of, right? It's like they're blind. And the blind is leading the blind, literally and metaphorically. The blind is leading the blind. All right, somebody drop that down below in the comments. The blind is leading the blind. This is a fact. Number three, it's gonna be this right here, family. Flawed decision making. All right, flawed decision making. Family, what does this mean? Anytime a person start making these bad decisions, these flawed decisions, it's because they feel rushed, all right? It's because they feel like they don't have enough time. It's because they feel like I just had to do something, all right? You ever seen a person get inside of a relationship with a person that they know they ain't had no business being with, you know they ain't had no business being with, but they still with them? My biological clock was ticking, so I married him. I was lonely, bro. I wanted love, so I married her. Or so I got in a relationship with her, right? Loneliness is a big reason why people get in, unequally yoked relationships and deal with people who don't love them the way they should be loved or the way they need to be loved, right? Yes, y'all, loneliness will do it to you. But guess what? That's still a flawed decision. All right. They made a flawed decision. Anybody like football, right? I'm sure y'all do. Some of us do, male or female. Drop in the comments and let me know. But one of my worst quarterbacks of all time, in my opinion, is Tua. I don't know how to say his last name, and I ain't going to butcher it. But Tua, he played for the Dolphins. All right. He can throw when he can throw. He can do some decent things when he do decent things, but he ain't that good to me, right? And what happens is most times when he is rushed, when they put that pressure on him, when they blitz him, when they coming at him, what does that make him do? Make a flawed decision, throw the pass and get an interception, right? Reno, what are you saying right now? That's the same thing with your enemies. They are so dangerously confused by yourself. You cause them to make flawed decisions. They done ran out and bought a car that they can't afford. They done ran out and got a house and a mortgage that they can't afford just to please you, just to shine on you, just to outshine and try to outdo you, outperform you. You got them making flawed decisions, getting with people that they don't even need to be with. You follow what I'm saying, y'all? But this is all because you are dangerously confusing them, all right? Number 4, it's going to be this right here, y'all. You're not playing their game, okay? You are not playing their game. Somebody drop in the comments and say, I won't play your game. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say, I won't play your game. Listen, y'all. Never indulge into how a person live their life, how a person run their game, how a person decide to deal with people. Like, never play their game. That's how you're going to lose, okay? You ever seen a good girl go bad? She lost because she lost her integrity, her dignity, playing this low, dirty guy's game. You follow what I'm saying? You ever seen a good guy turn bad? He think all women ain't ish, right? And that's a whole nother, conversation within itself. But we're going to generalize everything for right now. But he think all women ain't ish. And so guess what? He get the good girl, lose her. He played the low down, dirty girl's game. You follow what I'm saying? Every time you play your game, you win. Yeah. Somebody drop in the comments and say, that's why I'm a winner. That's why you win, because you're playing your game. Family, if I was a spades king, okay, and somebody was a poker king, if I decide to let my ego get the best of me and say, no, I'm going to start playing poker. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to play poker. All right. I don't care if poker pays more. I don't care if poker gets me more fame. I don't care what it does. If I join this poker game with this poker king, I am guaranteed to lose. Why? Because I am playing his game. But oh boy, if he come over here to this spades table and I'm Trump tight, I'm about to bust him every time I get. You follow what I'm saying? He playing my game. And that's the same thing, y'all, with you dangerously confusing your enemies, all right? You are not playing their game, and that's why they're so confused, all right? They don't understand how to move like you. See, you move silent. Yeah, you don't let everybody know your next plans, your next moves. You don't give them any inside scoop. You're not playing their game, and you're not stooping down to their level to prove a point. Number 5, y'all, it's going to be this right here, family. Their plans backfired. Yep. Their plans backfired. Listen, y'all, in other words, the plot turned into a plot. The plot turned into a plot. Reno, what do you mean by that? That makes no sense, okay? So number 1, y'all, plot has 2 definitions, right? So you have a plot, which is like a part of a story, and you have another plot, which is like a plot of land. Right? So that plot, that story, or whatever it was that they was building up against you, trying to plot on you, turned into their own personal plot of land. You ever heard the person say, I might as well get a plot and start digging myself? They're digging holes for you and they're falling into the holes. That plot turned into a plot. Imagine this right here, y'all. A matter of fact, this is real life, y'all. This is real life. Y'all remember when the new COVID strands came out? Yeah. It came out that people was testing those strands, and that's how they got created. People was testing those strands, and that's how they got created. It wasn't just some strands that was magically killing people. It was some scientists who went inside a lab, created these COVID-19 strands, and made them stronger than they was. It came out that that's what it was, right? So what happened was it caused businesses to shut down, right? So now guess what? If businesses shut down, then now certain people got to get furloughed because we can't afford to pay you if we have a business that's not receiving or making any type of revenue. Y'all ain't hearing me. The COVID-19 strands, the new strands came out, all right, had to shut down again, causing more furloughs. But what does this do to the people who actually look at this crisis as an opportunity? It causes more people to dive into entrepreneurship. It causes more people to become a social media influencer. It causes more people to figure things out. So guess what? I don't need your system. I don't need your system. I don't need your pay. I don't need your job, your career. I don't need your money. All right? And that's what I'm saying with this right here, y'all. See, when people have evil plans and evil plots, they're going to always backfire, especially when they're going up against the chosen one. When people have evil plots and evil plans, they're going to always backfire, especially when you're going up against the chosen one, God's called. Y'all know that. And so what I need y'all to understand is that those very plans that they had on you, that plot that they was building up on you, it turned into their own personal plot, all right? And you prosper off of it. The very things that they use for your harm. It's crazy, y'all, but they don't get this. You are dangerously confusing your enemies. Let's go ahead and do a recap, y'all, and then we'll conclude this video. Number one, you cause them to crash out. Number two, they make heinous assumptions about you. Number three, flawed decision making. Number four, you're not playing their game. And number five, y'all, their plans backfire. Listen, y'all already know what time it is. Y'all be sure to take these steps, okay, and pay attention to these signs so they can't run the game on you, and so you will always be safe. But be sure to go over to the Rich Mentality Academy, join the membership, go meet the tribe. If y'all don't know what I'm talking about, go over to the Reno Speaks Riches channel, and y'all will see all my links, okay? Book a one-on-one session with your boy. If y'all want to talk to me directly, you can get one of my hoodies or a Yes Sir t-shirt, all right? But I'm going to catch y'all in the next video. Keep a rich mentality. Peace.